Okay, so it's been ages since I've done a video, let alone a live stream. I think the last time I did this was what, 3 or 4 months ago, maybe longer. Um, I did try and do like a little live stream yesterday, but I ran out of time and I deleted it. Yesterday I hadn't done like this much. I'd only done about half the head, and at the moment I'm just waiting for the contact adhesive to partially dry. Because if you guys watch Odin makes, you'll notice he uses contact adhesive and lets it half dry because it becomes tacky and it's easier to work with. Same for what I'm doing here. I put some in the cracks just so I can try and remove those. Um, but yeah, I've left these holes here because I plan on putting some lights here, and at some point I'll cut a little hole out here to put a light in here as well. The eyes will be lit up. Currently it's a struggle to get on because of this massive piece here. I can't get it past my chin. Well, I can, but it's a struggle, and I'm going to use my Dremel just to bore away all of this. So yeah, it's taken well, and it looks massive, but when you compare it to the Mark 41, it's really not that much bigger. It's a little bit wider front on, but it's not like too much wider, and when it's done it'll be like about that. So the Mark 41's narrower, not by a lot, but it is by a little bit. They're about the same height, and the Mark 41's actually longer. So strangely the Mark 41 helmet's bigger, but that one just looks pretty bulky. I will get lights put up into this, and I'm going to use this green here to create the eyes, to make them like the green of the figure that you saw on Instagram. If you don't have me on Instagram, go and add me on Instagram, because you would have seen the template for this that I uploaded. Although to be honest, the template was just the chin and the face. There was nothing else. So yeah, the templates are all here. I cut up my old Iron Man helmet, one of my first, I think it was my first actual Iron Man helmet design. I cut it up because it was no use to me as it was. This, Iron Man's off screen. This here is half of the face, so when those two are joined up you have the eye. That there is the cheek. And then this here is the chin. Whichever way that is. Yeah, there you go. This template doesn't have this piece that runs all the way around. That was added to this piece by simply putting it on the foam and adding a little bit that comes down here, then all the way around. And then once I've done that, I pushed the whole helmet against a piece of foam and drew the inside, like these flat pieces. I just drew onto the foam body. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a boring live stream, but for anyone that feels like coming in, I mean, no one's probably going to arrive, because 70% of my viewers, according to the analytics on YouTube, are in America, and this is like midnight for them, or something near about. It's like way too early in the morning for anyone in America to be watching, so yeah. If you want me to finish the templates and upload them to, like, just feature them in a YouTube video so you can screenshot, outline them, and print them off to make your own Mark 37. Because as far as I know, there are no, like, simple Mark 37 helmets out there. They're, like, really complicated. They're overcomplicated because they're Pepakura, like, they're for paper. And obviously you don't need that many bends in foam because foam just bends without creasing. So, like, this bit's rounded here. But in the Pepakura, that'd have several cuts in there, or it'd be like a whole separate piece that you'd have to then glue on. And Pepakura, that's fine, because then you go over with a paste and it looks really smooth. But with foam, it shows the gaps way too easily. Like, you can see the gaps running across the top of the head. These little strips here, really simply, just these. And if you're wondering where like all of these parts came from, you'll notice there's only like 50% of a helmet there. That is purely because I didn't see any point in trying to replicate it, because you can just draw one side, flip it over and draw the other side. So I still have my first ever Iron Man helmet, or half of it anyway. But yeah, you will have seen me post a photo of this on Instagram if you follow me there, and I might do a side by side. I would love to be able to fit it over, but obviously since I've now got this massive cheek piece here, it won't fit. It's almost like a Deathstroke vibe to it now. Oh, there you go, I could post that photo, I guess. Yeah, we'll post a photo like that. You'll also notice that I actually made the chin, like this piece here, a little bit smaller. Purely to make it easier, because I was struggling with sizing and everything. And this I've roughly cut away. I will smooth that out with the Dremel, and this I will also smooth with the Dremel. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'm not too happy with this area here. I don't think that turned out too well. So yeah, all I have to do now is actually like hold these pieces together so they can dry a bit. It's a shame there's nobody watching the stream, because if there was, I could just have a chat while I'm doing this. But, you know, that's fine. I don't mind having no viewers. It's not like you need viewers for YouTube anyway. Oh, so hang on, if I try and do that one, the other one opens. I might just have to fill this gap in with hot glue, because it doesn't look like this is going to bond too well. No. I'm going to have to fill that in with just hot glue, or PVA glue at some point, but I think I'll use hot glue. Mind you, this piece seems to be bonding okay. Yeah, I think I left it too long, it's actually dried rather than just going tacky. That bit's okay. No, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to have to use hot glue. I will leave this up as a video, so comment down below if you want to see anything to do with this. Feet out of the way. If you're wondering what this Quality Street box is here for, that you can see the brush on it. That's just where I've got all the contact adhesive, so that I can just apply it with the brush. The brush has gone really like solid now because the contact adhesive on it has dried. Let's just turn on the hot glue gun. I could probably do some natural light, so I might go and turn the... Oops. Yeah, that's my clay over there as well that I use. Now these craft knives, you're meant to like break... See those little lines on it? You're meant to break those bits off to use a sharper piece like lower down, because obviously you'd usually have it like that. Then you break this top layer off and use the next layer and just push it up. I don't do that because I think it's a waste of metal and it ends up being dangerous in the bin. Hang on, that's probably a really annoying noise. So what I tend to do is I'll extend it all the way out, and then I'll use one of those knife sharpeners. You've probably seen your parents in the kitchen with it. Or if you are a parent or just an adult, you probably have one in the kitchen for sharpening knives. I'll just sharpen the blade because, strangely enough, foam, despite being a really soft material, seems to dull blades really fast. Now I'm going to get some natural light in. Ah, it's so much better. Right. So, if any of you guys want the templates for these, just let me know. I'll try and do them on Google Drive, and I'll link them in a video. Because you don't want to be using these. These are like really old bits of foam. They were just so I could get the main template and then retrace it. Yeah, like here you go. This was a paper model Pepakura piece. You wouldn't actually need those, but obviously me being what? I think I made this like 3 years ago, and I didn't realise, so I just thought I'd have to follow them like exactly. You don't. You can just fold along some of those lines, because obviously sometimes there'd be like a line running down here. You can just do that, and it holds the shape. So you don't need to do all the paper cuts on it. But just grab all this out of the way. This little, I don't know if you can see the part up there. There you go, that part on the toolbox at the very top. Contains acetone, or nail polish remover. And it's purely for drying the brush out, or cleaning the brush out anyway. Like, just in there, you can see the liquid. Then the brush is really gunky, there. So to make it just smooth along the foam, not smooth along, slide along the foam easier, you can do that. And it won't remove the contact adhesive fully, because contact adhesive, sorry, it's too early in the morning for me. I've been up since like 7:30. Yeah, contact adhesive is too strong to remove fully. So it'll loosen it, but it won't remove it. So I've then got a tissue here just to try and pull some off. And you can see there it pulls a little bit off of it, but not a lot. And it may not do a lot, but the bit that it does do really helps with having the brush glide along the foam. And it also means it doesn't stick to you if you get acetone on your fingers. So you can see there, it's actually quite a bit better than it was. Oops, just not the camera. It's not focusing. There you go. It's a bit better than it was. Not perfect, but it's better. Right, since I don't think there's actually very much I can do during this video, I might just leave this here. Oh, almost fell over. Anyway, since I'm leaving this video up, don't forget to comment whether you want these templates up, because as I said, I spent about an hour looking for Mark 37 templates, and I could not find any good ones. Go follow me on Instagram, because I will be posting a finished photo of this when it's all painted and smoothed out. I'll also be doing progress photos. If you want to see me fitting the lights and everything like that, then go follow me there. The eyes probably won't be done for a few weeks, because I need to make sure everything's perfect with the head before I add it in, which will probably take a week or so, but then it will probably take like another 2 or 3 weeks for the eyes to arrive, because they come from China. Same as the ones I've got on the Mark 37. The Mark 37, the Mark 41. You can see them in here. It'll be the same kind of thing, so you can see out. Oh, I hate those. Yeah, so you can see out, but it also lights the eyes up. So I will have that kind of thing going on in there. But I'll put green filter over it, so it's a little bit lighter. How does it look with green filter over it? Yeah, that's perfect. And I should still be able to see through that, because it's not perfectly clouded. It is a bit clouded, so if I find a better folder that's like the same shade, I'll probably use that instead. But yeah, so that's the plans for this. It's also my plan for the holidays. I'm taking minimal orders at the moment, because I need to go and find a job. And I have a little job on Saturday. I need to find out whether it can be a more regular thing than just like every now and then. Because obviously we've got the whole summer holidays off, and I only start school again in September. And then actually in September, I only do 3 subjects. I do business, IT, and EPQ. EPQ is like your own kind of personal thing, and then they'll assess it. So I've actually been recommended to make an Iron Man suit. I don't know how many times I've said this on camera, but yeah. So I'm going to make this one over the holidays, and I'll finish the Mark 41 as part of the EPQ. But I kind of want to make a Mark 41 inspired Hulkbuster. So like it's black and gold, but then instead of those chunky shoulder pads, it's got the Mark 41 shoulder pads. Basically just a Mark 41 design. Hey, we have someone here, just I'm about to shut down the video. But yeah, thank you guys for turning up. Why have I got a notification? Spider-Man 2 Far From Home teaser and Avengers 4 timeline explained. I'm not really interested in that at the moment because I don't know whether it's going to be 100% true. But anyway, I'll finish this and then I'll post it onto Instagram for you guys to see. I also need to get some metallic blue car paint because if you've seen the post I made on